My name's Jacob Smith. I'm a surgical technologist at University of Maryland Shock Trauma Center. The conditions in Haiti were pretty bad. There was rubble everywhere. About 75% of the buildings were collapsed. It was definitely a disaster area. Really dusty. The air was dusty and a lot of smoke. They burned a lot of their trash and other rubble down there. They burned a lot of it. And living conditions weren't so bad. We were in a school that did not get collapsed, so we slept in a first grade classroom. My role in the team as I went down was surgery tech, but I didn't scrub that many cases with the doctors. The doctors were kind of self-sufficient, so my job was stock coordinator, supply coordinator at first until more people came down. I made sure all the instruments were clean and sterilized before the cases and after the cases. Going to get patients, bringing them back to the OR, helping anesthesia out with whatever they needed. If they were, putting in a spinal or doing some sort of block, just standing by if they needed anything, kind of circulating through the rooms, making sure they had everything. The things that stand out in my mind the most about Haiti were the employees of the hospital that we were working at, St. Francois de Sales. They were people that lost their homes, lost family members, lost a lot, and they still showed up to work every day. So definitely the people of Haiti stood out in my mind the most. They're strong, very family-oriented. At nighttime, after 7 o'clock, there was no nursing staff in the entire hospital. So family members were there to, give baths and do whatever else needed to be done for the patient. Feed them, bathe them, make sure swatting flies, they did everything. So that's what stuck out in my mind the most. Over all the destruction and all the nasty wounds and stuff that we did was the people of Haiti. Well, working with the nursing staff down in Haiti was tough. They speak only Creole, no English. So everything we did, we had to do with a translator. But it was tough at first because before us there was a Belgium team that came in, and they kind of came in and did their own thing, did the operations that they needed to do, and they kind of left the nursing staff and the doctor staff to kind of wonder why they were there. So a big part of my job down there was relations with the nurses. So I would grab a translator every morning, just explain to them the kind of surgeries we would be doing throughout the day. We even at one point, everything in their OR was completely cluttered and, disarrayed. It was everywhere. And we went through with a translator and we organized everything and we wrote it in English and in Creole so that they knew what supplies we had brought into the hospital and we knew what supplies that they had, and we kind of combined efforts. And the OR staff really appreciated that because we incorporated them in with the care of, the patients that we were working on. And towards the end of the 2.5 weeks I was there, the language barrier didn't seem, it was like working with friends. They were, great people. Always had smiles on their faces, and even in a time of destruction. And like I said earlier, I couldn't imagine me doing that, losing my house, losing my family, and going right back to work. That's what these people did. So they taught me a lot, and I hopefully taught them a few things about how we do it here in Baltimore. It was a huge honor when I heard that the doctors and the higher-ups wanted me to go out of everybody else that had signed up. It was really a good experience. Going down there and kind of, being able to be the one to say that I, set this up, and, if University of Maryland does do the long-term care plan that they were talking about, that, I can say that I set that up. And hopefully this hospital that we're working at, St. Francois, will be a extension of University of Maryland down in Haiti, and to be a part of that was really big, and it was good. I know I learned a lot, and there's a lot that I can teach the staff and the people of the shock trauma OR, and that is, you know, the doctors, you know, when they don't have something that they need, it's a very real possibility that you could be in a third world country and not have anything. And it definitely, you know, taught me to relax, enjoy life, you know. And as far as working in the OR, you know, things happen, and you know, of course, down in Haiti, they have nothing, and you know, they do what they can with nothing. So for us, I think we need to learn that, you know, that it could be a whole lot worse than what it is. It was a good experience. I'm glad that I went. I hope to go back often. But it was it's rough down there. You know, the people definitely need our help, and the more support and, you know, help we can give them, the better off they're going to be.